Hey, what if that chronic pain, that fatigue you're feeling, those random flare ups that the doctor can't quite explain aren't just physical? What if the root cause of your illness isn't in your body, but in your emotions? Shocking, right? But mental evidence is pointing to a powerful truth. Unprocessed emotions like grief, anger, guilt, and fear can literally make you sick. Hi, my friend. I'm Kimberly. In today's video, you'll learn how this mind body connection works, why traditional medicine often misses it, and most importantly, what you can do right now to start healing from the inside out. Your emotions are biological signals. Let's start here. Your emotions are not just in your head. They're not weak, they're not imaginary, and they're definitely not irrelevant. Emotions are deeply biological. When you feel something like fear or anxiety, your brain sends a signal to your body. Your heart begins to race, your muscles are tense, your breathing becomes shallow, and your digestion even slows down. That's not random. That's survival intelligence, actually. Here's the thing, your brain doesn't always know the difference between real time danger and emotional stress. So, whether you're facing a car crash or reliving emotional trauma, your body often reacts the same way: fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And when that reaction becomes chronic, your body starts to suffer. Let's talk about the science behind emotion driven illness. There's an entire field of research behind this. It's called psychoneuroimmunology. It studies how your mind and your nervous system and your immune system are constantly in conversation with one another. And what it shows is this: when you ignore or suppress painful emotions, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol, adrenaline, nonstop. Over time, that hormonal drip wears down your immune system, raises inflammation, and it disrupts your gut. And that's the perfect storm for illness. Research now links unprocessed emotional trauma to conditions like autoimmune disorders, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, irritable bowel syndrome, migraines, even heart disease, and even skin issues like eczema or psoriasis. What if your body isn't malfunctioning? What if it's simply expressing what your heart was forced to bury? You're not crazy. You're not alone. And if you've ever walked out of a doctor's office feeling dismissed, confused, or even gaslit, you are not alone. Modern medicine is powerful. Yes, absolutely. But it often has a blind spot. It treats physical symptoms, but it rarely asks you what started those symptoms in the first place. Have you ever been asked what emotional pain that you're carrying? What was going on in your life when this began? What feelings have you pushed down for years Probably not, but that's the missing link. Because here is the truth. It's not in your head, it's in your nervous system. And more importantly, it's not your fault. Most of us have never been taught how to feel our feelings. We were taught to suck it up, be strong, get over it. But emotions do not disappear, they just get stored. Often, that storage unit is your body. So, how do you tell your emotions are making you sick? Here's how you know if your emotions are affecting your health. Here are a few signs to look for. Your symptoms get worse when you're stressed or overwhelmed. You experience physical issues that have no clear medical cause. You have a history of trauma, emotional suppression, or burnout. You often feel numb, disconnected, or just checked out. You're exhausted, but your mind never stops racing. Also, listen to your language. When we say things like, I'm sick with worry, this is an actual pain in my neck. That situation makes me nauseous. I feel the weight of the world on my shoulders. These are not just metaphors. They're literal. They're clues. Your body is speaking the language of your emotion. Are you listening? Let's go even deeper. Here are some common conditions and the emotional roots they're often connected to. Chronic fatigue, emotional burnout, feeling unsupported or overwhelmed for years. Then there's autoimmune disorders, suppressed anger, internalized self-blame, long-term trauma, digestive issues, anxiety, lack of safety, fear of not being able to stomach light, back or shoulder pain, carrying guilt, burdens, or family responsibilities alone, skin issues, repressed emotions, feeling uncomfortable in your own skin, heart issues, grief, loss, heartbreak, and emotional overgiving. Now remember, this isn't about blame. It's about awareness. When you recognize the emotional root, you begin to take your power back. So, what can you do to heal? Well, let's shift into healing mode. Here are 4 powerful ways to start supporting both your body and your emotions. 1, get curious about your symptoms. Instead of rushing to fix the symptom, first ask yourself, when did this start? What was going on in my life emotionally at that time? What might my body be trying to say to me? Awareness is the first medicine. Second, feel to heal. You have to feel it to heal it. Let yourself cry. Write it out. Scream in a safe space. Talk to someone you trust. Emotions need motion. They need to move through you. They need to be expressed, not to stay stuck in the cells of your body. And 3, regulate your nervous system. Your nervous system isn't just overreacting, it's overworked. Try calming practices like deep belly breathing, grounding exercises, gentle movement such as yoga, meditation, somatic therapy, or EFT tapping, or one of my favorites, cold exposure. One person I came across in my journey in trying to get well was a guy by the name of Wim Hof. I definitely think he's worth you looking up. You can find him on the internet, YouTube. He has so many good things you can do, deep breathing, cold showers, on and on. Lots of great stuff. You really should check him out. Keep in mind, the goal isn't to be emotionless. It's to teach your body what safety feels like again. And number 4, seek safe support. Healing doesn't happen in isolation. Find someone who can hold space for your truth. That might be a therapist, a coach, maybe a friend, or even joining a support group. You deserve to be seen and you deserve to be heard. Most importantly, you deserve to heal. Reclaim your health and your power. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are not making this up. You are a whole, complex human being with a story your body has been trying to tell, probably for years. Your pain is very valid, and so is your ability to heal. Yes, you may still need medicine, and yes, you may still need tests and medical treatments, but don't ignore your emotional life. Healing doesn't just live in your blood work, it lives in your truth. The more you align your emotional healing with your physical care, the more your body will stop fighting and start resting. And that's where your healing begins. If you're still here right now, let me say this. You are incredibly brave. It takes courage to look inward, to question the story you've been told, to believe that healing is possible, starting with your heart. Your body is listening to everything your mind believes. And maybe it's time to believe something new. You are worthy of wellness, and you are worthy of a life that feels good to live in. If this video spoke to you, hit that like and share. Share it with someone who needs this message today. Subscribe for weekly videos on emotional healing, mind, body, wellness, and trauma recovery. And in the comments below, answer this for me. What emotion are you holding in your body right now? Let's talk about it. Let's heal together. Always remember that you really are not alone, and do go find your joy. Please watch my next video.